Time now for our political insiders. Tony May and Charlie Giroux join us in studio. Guys, as always, welcome.
Good to be here.
Top of mind, Attorney General Kathleen Kane. The Supreme Court ruled 4-1 today that the lower court was right in appointing a special prosecutor for the case investigating a 2009 leak from her office. So, Charlie, I'll start with you, because I imagine you'll go on the attack here with the ability for them to file charges.
No, not on the attack, just stating what's factually occurred and what might occur going forward, because this was really the last line of technical defenses for Kathleen Kane. It's now been put out of the way. It now rests with Risa Furman, the District Attorney of Montgomery County, to determine whether or not any of the charges that were recommended, including perjury, obstruction of justice, and some pretty nasty things for the top law enforcement officer of the Commonwealth to be charged with. The question is, will she charge Kathleen Kane? If she does, I don't see how Kathleen Kane survives politically. Legally is another question, but politically, I don't see how she survives.
And she's always maintained this has just been an attack against her, a witch hunt.
Yeah, and I think Charlie and I have a basis of agreement here. He used the term technical. I was going to avoid that term because I'm not a lawyer. But this was a charge, a defense lawyer's approach to get the charges thrown out or block the charges from being filed entirely. It comes back to, you know, should it be against the law? Should it be a contempt of court to make public grand jury information? That's what it's all going to come down to in the final analysis. It's going to rest on the shoulders, as Charlie says, of the DA of Montgomery County. It's a wait-and-see kind of thing at this point. And it will be damning to her re-election chances should the charges actually be filed. Doesn't matter how it turns out.
She called it the worst kept secret in the whole state of Pennsylvania as far as this case. To both of you, though, she was the political, the Democratic, really had a lot of hope for the party as far as becoming governor eventually. And something like this, whether charges are filed or not, how does it affect her?
Yeah,
well, I mean, she had a meteoric rise. She's had a meteoric and catastrophic fall. The litany of miscues, missteps, and bad deeds on her watch, in her office, and by her personally is too long to mention on a program of this length. But I think politically, she's through.
I think Charlie is very possibly quite wrong there. She's done a good job in running the office. On the other aspects of being the Attorney General of the state, consumer protection, drug law enforcement, she's done a really basically good job, but it's far overshadowed by these charges.
All right, we have about 30 seconds left. Let's talk about former Governor Corbett's pension, now $40,000 for 11 years of state service.
Doesn't sound like a lot of money for the governor of the Commonwealth. It underscores one of the things that's often overlooked about our state pension system. This is about the average pension of a lifetime state employee. It's not unreasonable to want our governor or former governors to be compensated and not become paupers in their old age. I say let's give him the pension, good for him.
Well, he's not the only one, and a lot of governors
He's not the
cashed out
only
for
one.
a lot
Yeah, this is a very boring show today. Tony and I agree on all this.
Sorry about that, folks.
Do we just have to say Obamacare and let you go?
Yeah,
Obamacare, you might get a different reaction. But Tony's right. I mean, look, Tom Corbett is living by the rules. He did not create the rules, and that really should pretty much end it. I'm surprised, Frank, that this has become a story at all.
I think it was just, he was a champion of pension reform, and I think that's why it came up.
Yeah.
But he still is a champion for pension reform, and had the pension rules been changed, he might well have voluntarily changed his pension formula, as he voluntarily didn't take the pay increase that was rightfully.
He never took a pay increase.
All right. We can catch our political insiders every Tuesday right here on CBS 21 News at 5:30.
And Tony and Charlie are here with me on Sunday mornings at 11:30 for CBS 21's Face the State, right after Face the Nation.